Hi folks, thanks for joining me. It's Nick here, we're on the Commodore Amiga, and we're looking at Dizzy, Prince of the Yolkfolk by Codemasters in 1992. It's the 6th game in the Dizzy series, so we've reviewed quite a few of these now, and the offshoot games too. It's a puzzle platformer where you must guide this egg to rescue everyone. Essentially, your beef this time is with a big troll. Yes, there's this one demo, but we'll get out of this in a couple of seconds. There we go. So this isn't going to be a walkthrough. So here we are. So we're trapped in this like underground thing. First we need to solve it to get out of here, which at least I know how to do. So we picked up a match and we picked up these leaves. What do you reckon? There's a bucket here as well. I remember this from the Spectrum version, of course. Right, okay. So we need to set fire to the leaves to burn that door. Good. Now as I'm doing that, I'll explain the storyline of this game. There's always been a disaster in Yolfolk in these Dizzy games, but essentially what's happened is Grand Dizzy was feeling down, so Dizzy and Daisy went to the forest to get cherries to make him a cherry pie to cheer him up. They got lost, they found a castle, they bumped into a troll, Daisy pricked her finger on a spinning wheel and she's asleep, and now Dizzy's been kicked out and we have to go and rescue everyone. Got it? Great. Also come out on the Spectrum, which I've reviewed, the Amstrad CPC and the Commodore 64. So, as I say, this won't be a walk through this. I still get messages every time I put one of these up saying all the things I've done wrong, but it's not that sort of a channel. It is not a complete walkthrough. That'll make you laugh, regulars of the channel, but there we go. We're just having a bit of fun, seeing what the game looks like, how it plays, and then we'll be off doing something else, no doubt, because quite a lot of stuff goes live on the channel. If you're liking it so far and want it to continue, and you haven't already of course, please consider subscribing. And those people that have already subscribed, then a massive huge thank you. I think secretly, or maybe not too secretly, you are super cool. Who's this chap over here? No, we've missed that. Bomb, ba bomb, ba bomb. A few trees. So if you're someone that's played this a lot of times and completed it, watching this gameplay you might get a little bit frustrated, because it's inept to say the least. Interesting music on this one. One could say, by the time it got to this stage, they was over-egging it a bit. Right, I hope you're getting the story here. Rock walks the troll. Yeah, he's up to no good and everything's gone wrong, and yes, hooray. So we won't be completing this game in this gameplay sort of like review thing. If you have completed it, then well done you. Let me know what happens at the end. What are the best bits of the game to your knowledge? This might be the first time you're seeing it on the Amiga, because it really was designed for 8-bit systems. But it's good to see... it was a flying carpet. It's good to see it manifest itself on the 16-bits as well. This has been done with care. The graphics is good. It's not really pushing the Amiga as far as it can go. Look at Psygnosis games for that. But it's up there. It's up there. Very comparable with Super Frog, I would say. That's quite a good game. Platform game. Reviewed that quite some time ago. Right, there's a box there and there's a lion. So you've got the general idea of this, haven't you? You collect items to solve certain puzzles and clues. There's a lion. He's had problems with his foot. Yeah, the troll again. So no one likes the troll. He's the big baddie. In 1992, he was kicking butt, causing trouble everywhere he went. I believe the 8-bit versions come out the year before, so 1991. Now we can jump on clouds, but we gradually sink, so we have to keep jumping up. And there's something on the cloud next door, which I think is pivotal in solving the game. Yeah, don't try and jump on clouds at home, it does not work. Oh dear, not that I've tried it, of course. Right, that's an Acme bridge kit, which is probably going to be used for spanning a distance somewhere. I've never completed this game. I've never completed any of the Dizzy games. Big surprise there. I'm one of these people that plays a lot of games quite badly, but we try and play as many as we can. There's a small percentage I am good at, but it's remote. Somehow we need to get past that rock, so there's probably an item we can collect. Now this looks interesting. A boat going across a river. If Dizzy falls into the river, he's a dead egg. Eggs can't swim. I don't know if you knew that. Whoop. Right, and when he lands, he does a bit of a full roll as well, so you've got to allow for that. There we go, see? Right, on the boat. Move with the boat, because we don't want to fall in the river. Oh god, there's the Grim Reaper there, laughing to himself. Oh, he's dancing to the stereo. Right, let's get past him. You must pay before you can cross. Oh, God. Unless you can find something valuable for me. Right. I know I've been kicked into the water. Okay, so we need to find something that he would like as he disco dances around. Maybe the music's a clue. It doesn't look like he likes the flying carpet. Maybe he likes the flying pickets. Nice shading on this game. I think I quite like it. It's up there with the other Dizzies. It's no better, but it's certainly no worse. If you like the other ones and complete the other ones, you would like this too. Oops, oh dear. Now, it's been recommended to me as well, because all of these games are converted from the 8-bit games. It's been recommended to me to play Fantastic Dizzy. You might not have heard of that one because it's an Amiga exclusive, I think. Might have come out in the entirety as well, but it is an exclusive. Didn't come out in the original 8-bit games. Don't know if it's just a rehash of all of these, but I might have to have a look at that as well. We're zipping through the Dizzy games. If you're not a Dizzy fan, I apologise, but we've almost done all of them now. We're back onto normal stuff. But I do mix it about a bit. We did the Chaos Engine about a week ago, time of recording, so that's a pretty good game. There's the troll there. Can we get past? Dizzy's hands are... Alright, you can only have 3 items at a time. Which is the most useless item, do you think? Probably that box. Oi, get lost, says the troll. Oh, God. Right, you notice at the top middle is our energy bar. Bumping into that troll costs us half our energy. Looks like there's Denzel on the other side dancing in the castle, so I haven't even got there. Oh, man. So we haven't completed hardly any of this game, really, because we haven't actually got into the castle. We need to find a way past that troll. Maybe collecting coins is a way, but we've dumped that box. And we picked up the pickaxe. And I think the pickaxe might be used for smashing that rock we saw to the entrance of that cave. In fact, I bet all my money on it, which isn't much. Goodbye, trees. Whenever you see a cherry, pick those up. Right, we're a long way up helping that lion, so you're going to have to wait quite a while, I think. We've already got the there. Right, there's the rock there. Use the pickaxe to smash that. A heavy pickaxe. Your pickaxe makes light work of the rock. Right, so we've solved something, but that pickaxe disappears now. We can never use it again. And you notice when I ate that cherry, I got extra energy. You have to collect stars throughout the game as well, and coins. There's another cherry there. Well, anyway, that might put us on to maximum energy. There we go. Right, I've got the star. Very regal, this music. Because Dizzy now is a prince. He's Prince of the Yolkfolk. I don't know why they made him prince. If you look at the history of all the games, it's normally him that's caused all the trouble in the first place. Like he's read out a spell in Spellbound and everyone's got caught, or he's got his girlfriend kidnapped. It's all him. It'd be like a Homer Simpson character, really. Dull. Boing. Right. We're doing a diagonal jump here. Looks like there's something up there. Something we can use. Some cherries I saw and something else. Right, so there's a gold rock, I think. A gold nugget, so that's quite valuable. So presumably we can use that nugget to either get past the deaf-looking person on the bridge who wanted something of value, you know, that skeleton guy with the ghetto blaster, or maybe we can use it on the troll really to get into the castle. I think the castle might be a little bit more interesting, so perhaps we'll try it on him first. Hello, lion, you still in pain? You need to go to the vets, sir. You need to go to the vets. Yeah, there's lots of games where a boiled egg helps a lion out. Name them below. You see that the screens have got different names. The last one was called Trap. This one's called A Few Trees. I've got to watch those flames. Right, okay. Is the gold nugget enough to get past? Maybe I'll drop it in front of him. Right, are trolls tempted by gold nuggets? No. I mean, I've got a flying carpet. Why can't I just fly over it? Oh, that's no good. Have another go. Bridge kit. I've left the rock next to him. He's not interested in that at all. Let's pick it up. Oops, that might be me dead, unfortunately. It is. So remember that. Trolls are not impressed by gold. Game over. Game over, boy. Oh dear. R.I.P. Diz. Who would dig a grave for an egg? Right, anyway, we're back again. Let's zip through here. Let's go the other way. Let's get that gold rock and then take it to the Grim Reaper person. Don't want this review to last hours and hours, so we'll just have one last go on it. Burning the door, we know that. So I solved 2 things last time, didn't I? Burning this door, which is quite an easy thing to solve if you want to play any of the game, and crushing that rock with a pickaxe. That's it. I don't know what percentage of the game that is. Probably about 2%, if that. I'm consistent. I'm consistent. Right, we'll just take this axe, sir. Goodbye. Here we go. Up there. The tree house. Past this fella. He can only offer you a flying carpet, which don't seem that useful at the moment to what we're doing. We don't necessarily need to get those cherries, but anyway, it's all about the energy. So it gives you a clue that the gold nugget's there, doesn't it, on this screen? Right, we'll try and get this stuff. That bridge kit might be important later on. There we go. Who would leave an Acme bridge building kit on a cloud? I mean, it could just float away, it could rain, it could go anywhere. That seems very irresponsible. Very irresponsible. I bet it was the Oliver twins to blame. Oliver twins. They made quite a few games, didn't they? Quite a few good games. Music is varied. It doesn't just repeat itself. It goes on for a while. Well, it does repeat itself eventually, but it's varied. It's not like a straight loop. Well done. Okay, now we're zipping through a lot quicker this time. We just want to get that gold nugget. We probably won't bother with that star down there this time. What's your favourite Dizzy game? I mean, for me, it's a bit hard to say which is my favourite because the graphics on all the Amiga versions are pretty similar. I'd have them all in joint first place, I think. They're good to see. I mean, if you played them on the ZX Spectrum or indeed the 64, the Amstrad CPC, and then you got a Commodore 64, if you was really into it, it would have been quite good. I didn't own them back in the day. I didn't even own them on the ZX Spectrum. I think a friend had them, so I'm new to them. So I know how to play them a little bit, enough to show you what it's like, but in terms of completing the game, I'm about a million zillion light years off. Eggs, eh? Whoops, there we go. So we got on there. I don't know if this is supposed to be the river Styx, if you know your mythology. The river Styx is when a skeletal figure, I think Death, shows you across if you pay them some money or something. But they never had a ghetto blaster though. It looks like a big overgrown Jawa, but I'm sure it's Death because of the scythe, right? I'll take your gold as a payment for your crossing. Well, it seems a bit of a rip-off, but it's made him happy. Look, he's delighted. He just stood there on a harbour, and Eggs turned up, giving him a block of gold so he can pass, and now he's jiving like the best of them. If you've ever given a block of gold to a skeletal figure to cross a river of death, then let me know. There might be a few of you out there. Right, now there's a treehouse configuration. I think it's the Yolfolk's house. There's some creature there. Eek, eek. What a cute thingamajig. Right, okay, so that's a mouse of some description, I think. We'll probably need him for some reason later on. Let's try and go up this treehouse, see what's worth seeing there, perhaps. And then we've got... Alright, this is where we might need the Acme bridge building kit. But where we're going to build a bridge to, I'm not quite sure. Maybe through that window, perhaps. What's that fire, Diz? Right, must be something up here going up. Okay, it's a bit like this is supposed to be the Yolkfolk's place. Eggs live in trees, but it always reminds me of maybe a throwback to the Ewoks in Return of the Jedi, like the Endor Forest. There was supposed to be Wookiees in that film apparently, but they cut them in half, turns into Ewoks. But Wookiees live in trees as well. If there was a fight between a Wookiee, that's Chewbacca, so people know nothing about Star Wars, and an Ewok, I know what I'd bet on. Yeah. We could be here a while. I don't want to be 5 minutes, 6 minutes there. I mean, when I make these videos as well, I've got to be wary. I can't stay in one place for about 10 minutes just trying to do stuff. I've got to move it along a bit. We like to move it, move it. Right, okay. Right, the Acme bridge building kit is not doing the business here. It's obviously the wrong place to use it. Oh man, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. What am I doing? Okay, right, let's get out of there. I spent far too long in that tree house than I was intending to. people that are still with me, maybe I'll have to edit all that out. I might edit a big chunk of that out. I didn't say anything of interest anyway, apart from ooh, ah, oh dear. Let's go, the ferryman. Ferry across the Mersey. I'm a great singer. Maybe. Bank of the it was the River Styx. Look, Bank of the River Styx, sit up there. Well done. I knew I wasn't making it up. Google that if you know nothing about the River Styx. Good bit of mythology there. Top of the hill. Top of the hill. Right, hopefully now we can get past the troll. Because if we can't, it's back to the tree house, and I haven't got a clue what's going on. Let's get this flying carpet of this nutter. He doesn't look like the sort of person who'd have a flying carpet, but it might be important. So we've got the Acme Bridge building kit and the flying carpet. He's a prince, but he hasn't got a crown on or anything. Right, can you let me pass now, troll? I've got an Acme Bridge building kit and something else. You can have the flying carpet if you want. Oh no, how do we get past this loser? I think we're going to die now. Our lives are represented by those eggs in the top right. So we've got one life left. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. Yes, that is quite true. That is quite true. I mean, I've got a lion. Surely a lion can scare a troll. But he was pushed into a rose bush earlier on, so perhaps he's a bit of a weak lion. Right, oh dear, he fell through a cloud, but survived. Eggs can fall any distance without cracking, apparently. So remember that. Oh, sploosh. Whoops, you're dead. Oh, we've got one. Oh, we're dead. Okay, well, that's quite fortuitous, really. Yes. Well, you know, hope you liked having a look at that one. It was a Dizzy game. It's no better or worse than any of the others. It's not really offering too much new, but in terms of a game, it's okay. So that was Dizzy, Prince of the Yolkfolk on the Commodore Amiga, published by Codemasters in 1992, a puzzle platformer. Hope you liked having a look at that one. Got any comments about that or similar games or anything Dizzy or retro, then please put that below. If you haven't already, if you want to help the channel, then please consider subscribing. That's always a great benefit. If you want to help it that little bit more, see it go better and better, there's patreon.com/njenkin. Every little bit does really help. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.